Okay, everybody. Hopefully, I am live now. Before I thought I was live and I was not, which is a good thing for me to actually go and check someplace else to see if I'm live. And I was not. So that was no bueno there. So we are now live and hopefully we're going to have a really good show for you. Let me get a good sound check in. I get some good sound. For the last time, hopefully on this phone. This is an iPhone 11. I got the 13 now, or at least it will be arriving. So this week we're going to do things just a little bit different. And this time I'm going to try something completely different that I haven't done before. And I'm going to show my work. And the reason I'm doing this is I try to show, other people's work. And then this time around, I was like looking, I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? I couldn't see some things that other folks were seeing, or at least I'm looking at their numbers, and it was like, where are these numbers coming from? So I just wanted to start like going through the numbers myself. So I figured other people would like to see them. So I'm going to go to the raw source this week, and I'm going to go to the MLS. I'm going to go ahead and start showing, or at least sharing, my screen, and you're going to see a lot of screen shares today. And I'm going to go straight to the MLS and you'll see raw data. So this week it's going to be a lot of raw data and you'll see where these numbers are coming from when I'm doing a market report. Let's go ahead and get that out there. Okay, here we go. And if anybody has any questions, just go ahead and ask those as we speak. That way, I can go ahead and answer them for you. So this is like our little search screen here, and I can actually go out and search for things. So the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it raw in front of you, so to speak, or live. And this way you get to see the real numbers. So as I go in, let's start looking at least what we're showing. So for the last 7 days, see if I can blow this up a bit for you. So we got 951 new listings, 550 price decreases, and 121 price increases. So I actually went through some of these price increases, and a lot of them were in the first day or two, and they seem to be a lot of mistakes. So price increases were not as what you would think. It was a lot of people making mistakes, and then they just increased the price of the home to the right one. A lot of them were, let's say, made a mistake. Let's say listed a house for $45,000, and then went like, oh, it's supposed to be 450,000. That's where a lot of those came from. Uh, so I think I've told this tale a few times. You'll have people who'll go like, "Hey, I'm gonna get some kind of bargain." It's like you're not getting a bargain. They miss made a mistake in pricing the house, so there is no bargain to be had. And you know, if you think you're going to get a bargain on a house that nobody knows some secret out there that a house is worth 450 that's listed for 45,000, uh, you're sorely mistaken. Trust me. If a house is listed for 45,000, there's a reason for that, and a whole bunch of other people are going to go out there and put bids on it. It's called maybe the eBay effect. They expect to get more than 450 for it. It actually happens like that. Back on market. These are houses that went under contract, and they then, of course, uh, fell through. Usually, it's for lending purposes. Sometimes inspections and things like that. The price decreases. This is where folks are just going like, "Hey, I'm just not going to get my price." I started hoping I was going to get something, and here's one of the things that I try to put out there to folks. if you hope you're going to get something, it's like Yoda says, you need to do is try or try not. Don't hope for stuff because you're going to end up being disappointed a bit there. And as you can see, quite a few coming under contract. What's this? Man, not bad. 1,300 under contract. So that's more than we had actually come on market. So the market's coming along pretty briskly there. Sold. More sold than we had come under for new contracts. So things are going good. Expireds, 47. Let's see what actually happened with these expireds here. Most of these actually did not naturally expire. They went straight from a withdrawal to expired. So they were off the market already, then went into an expired status. So now let's go ahead and I'll show my work and we will see what these numbers actually look like. Like I said, anybody has any questions, go ahead and ask. So let's go ahead and start. I know most of you are interested in residential. So for now, I'm going to stick to single family residential. And to make it easier, I'm just going to go ahead and do all of Southern Nevada instead of just breaking it out. And we're going to look at this month. So we're going to look at the souls for this month and everything that came on the market from September until since the title companies are closed on the weekends, everything that closed through Friday. So single family right now, 1,774 homes have sold in Southern Nevada over this month to date. Now, if you look at condominiums, so far we've had 279 sell. Blow this up a little bit for you. See this. So 279 condominiums have sold. Go back to the single family homes. 1674 for the condominiums. And for townhomes, 176. So that's what we've had so far. So let me go and let's compare this against last year. And I'm going to try to keep myself honest here. I'm going to open up a Word document and it's actually, I'm going to put it to the side just a second. See it? Type in here for you. So townhome. 76. Condo. I can take a look at them. 279. And single family. $1,674. So you can see it. Blow it up a little bit. So far this year, that's what we've had, or at least this month. Now let's really get in there. We get all three of these together, just in case you want to know. Manufactured homes so far this month, 48 have sold. Now we always want to talk about that price, median price and all, average price and all that stuff. Where's that stuff come from? Well, let's go find out. So the total homes that were sold We're looking at 2131. And let's see, is there anybody more interested in everything, or no? We need to break this down properly. We'll just do single family now because I know most people are interested in that. So 1674. Let's just look at the results, and we're going to take this. We're going to export it because I'm showing my work today. Line, boom, and I'm going to open up Excel for you. Actually, I think it's faster if I just double clicked on that. Of course, it's not responding now. It's just sitting there. Okay. Let's just open it up from there. There we go. So now we got everything that has sold for the month so far. Let's go in and start manipulating the data. Easiest way to do this, we'll go ahead and sort this from smallest to largest. And oh my goodness, for those of you want to know, the least expensive home that sold in Las Vegas throughout the month was $45,000. Who would be interested in seeing what that sucker looked like? I do. Let's see if I can go find it here for you. Take this down for just a second while I bring up my MLS, or at least the rest of it. So, not too much info. Okay, it's a 2 bedroom, 1 bath house. Was sold as is. Let's see what the pictures look like. You know what? I did not limit this to Southern Nevada. So I'm going to change. Where was this sucker at actually? It's actually up in Tonopah. That's actually not fair for you guys. I'm going to change this back, and I'm going to go back. No, I want to show my work. So let me go back a bit here. And I'm going to change this Las Vegas, North Las Vegas and Henderson. Yes. So we can kind of have a little bit better picture, because you don't want to see houses in Tonopah, right? Unless you want to see houses in Tonopah. This we're going to do that. So let's just go down to cities. Get this down to Henderson, North Las Vegas, and I kind of skipped over Las Vegas there. Where's she at? There you are. Okay, and single family. And I need to put that time in for sold this month. Didn't make that big of a difference. It brought it down to 1617. Actually, going to change these numbers. That was all Southern Nevada. So 1617 for area most of you are interested in. Make it all fair. Condos became 271. Townhomes became 169. So not too bad of a difference. And total for everything was 2,059. Okay, so let's look at those single family houses. So we get some really good numbers here for you. Go ahead and export that. Open up Excel again. Now let's manipulate the numbers. Okay, for those of you who are interested, the cheapest house to sell in the Las Vegas area, which is Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, and Henderson, was $168,000. Let's see what that sucker looks like. Drum roll, please. And it actually said enter at your own risk. Only had one picture. Enter at your own risk. 168. That's what you got. So let's read some notes here. See what enter at your own risk was. Let's see here. It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. That was enter at your own risk. It even said in the public remarks, you can stop your search. Your dream house just hit the market. Okay. Just need some TLC. Okay. Mm-hmm. All appliances and the couch in the front yard are included. As long as that couch in the front yard is included for that 168, we're cool. Uh, enter at your own risk. I love that part. Okay, cool. Let's see what the most expensive house in Las Vegas looks like. So let's see. Drum roll, please. We're gonna go switch this around a bit. Most expensive house was $6.3 million. That's just spectacular. Oh my goodness, that's spectacular. Look at that. That's it. That's the bomb diggity. Definitely worth it. At $6.3 million, I'd buy that. Okay, let's get on. Stop fooling around here and talk about. We had. Let's get figuring out that median and that average. So we had 1,617 houses. So smack dab in the middle, that is the median. So 1617 divided by 2. Wait a minute. I said I was going to show my work. I'm not showing my work. We drag that calculator over here. 1617 divided by 2. So 808.5. Let's go find where 808.5 is. Calibrate this screen. Yeah, it's a little bit off here. Let's see here. There's about 808. So 406, 100. Make sure I'm on. Yep, 808. And let's see, 808.5. So we're just going to call it 406, 407. It's just right in there. So let's go and see what the median price home looked like. Whoops. Here for a sec. What did that median price home look like? Things open here. Okay, so median price home in Las Vegas that sold this month. Single story, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Was on the market for 17 days. The original price was 425. It sold for 406. So unlike in the past where homes were selling above, this one sold for less, and it was a cash offer, all cash. Oh, okay. I actually know who this company is. I'm actually affiliated with them. They're actually one of the cash buyers, so they did not offer the full price. Now, this is one that's really interesting, and I've talked about this before. Uh, I think I can actually should even be able to put this one up as far as who the buyer was. I'm not gonna because I deal with them. Whenever you deal with these cash buyers, if the house is already on the market, they give you less for the house than if you go to them straight ahead. So this family or whoever sold, um, they would have gotten more money up front if they had gone to the cash buyer ahead of time. I don't know why they do this. If you go to them and then like say, okay, the market's still going up, I'm going to come back later, they will not give you as much money. They always give their best money up front into houses that are not on the market. I don't know what their psychology is, but based on the psychology that they work by, so maybe they feel that you're coming to them after the house is on the market because you had different offers or something. But it's really kind of interesting on this one. So let's see what the pictures look like. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you that. Let's just make it all full screen for you. There's a way for me to make it all picture. Wait a minute, there is. No, hold on, let's see. Wish it could be bigger than that. Maybe I can do this. Yeah, then I can't. Okay. So I mean, they got 406 for it. So you can't hate them for it. And if they only knew, they would have actually gotten more. And that's how these cash buyers operate. So just a lesson for y'all. If you are looking to a cash, make sure you don't list it first. Go to the cash buyer first. Um, if you don't like the offer, negotiate from there. Don't go, I'm going to come back in 30 days and see if I can get more because you'll actually probably get less unless the market has gone way up. And based on the way the market is now, if you tried to get an offer 30 days ago, you're going to get much less than you did back then. Just letting you know. It's where the market is right now. Uh, because that one went down, I want to go ahead and look at the other offer, or at least the one that was right above it. So it sold for 407. Let's see what we get on that one. Okay, that house sold for 407. Okay, four bedroom, three bath, one bedroom downstairs. That is very nice, highly desired, over 2,200 square feet, decent sized lot. Let's see here, do we have a pool? No pool. This was sold FHA. See what the pictures look like. I'm going to go ahead and open those pictures up for you. Like I did the last time. Blow them up a little bit. Pop, and here you go. You get to see the pictures. This is what this house looked like. It's for sale. Got 407 for it. Not bad. Wonder if I can see what they originally paid. Let's see here if that's been changed yet. Hmm. No, it just has the latest info. Um, If I go here, sure somebody's like really going like, wonder how much they got for it. Let me go here. Let's see what the guys who just sold it, what they originally paid, so what kind of money they made. Let's see here. A lot here to go through. Huh. Okay, so these guys, the original, the owners who just sold it, they purchased at the top of the last market. So they paid 320. I'm just gonna say about 325 for it. I'm not gonna give exact. At the top of the last market, and even with the crash, they just sold it for 407. So they completely recovered and they walked away with some good money in their pockets. So these folks totally recovered from the last market, and they sold it. They bought it at the top of the last market, so they did good there. They did good. Yeah, they did real good. They walked away with some good money, and I didn't see that they refied or took any money out of the house there. So yeah, they walked away real good, even after everything. Good money in their pockets. Okay, so let's go in. And next one in the show your work edition here, I'm going to give you the average of what the home sold for this year or this month. So, easy way to do that. We're just going to take the sum. Whoops. Go back. Go back. And we're going to divide it by the 1617. So, getting all nerdy here. So, 491, 361. I should actually got to put it over here. So, the median was 407. Average, go ahead and call 491, 62. Let's go find somewhere 491, 362. Got them in order. Yeah, so one of these 491s here, we'll just pick one at random. Yada, Oh, I'm going to pick this one purely because when I was PCSing here, I put an offer in on a house on that block. For all I know, that's the house. I'm going to find out in a second because I remember it had a lot of side yard pool. Okay, let's get to these pictures. That could be it. Is it? Looks like side yard. This is what the sucker looks. It has a butler's pantry. This could be it. This may be the house I put an offer in on. I'm not sure yet. It was a corporate house. They turned my offer down, because it was a VA loan of all things. This is looking mighty familiar, but I'm not sure. That could be the house I put an offer in way back when I PCS'd here. I don't know. That would be funny. But anyway, I got 490. I got 491 for it. The list was, so check this out. They originally listed the house for 450. House sold in 8 days. They got 491. Oh my goodness. Listed for 450, got 491. There's some other like strange stuff here that's real strange. Check this out. We're talking about price increases. They listed the house for 450. They took it off the market temporarily for some reason. I don't know why. The next day, put it back on the market while simultaneous. Nope, it was still off the market. No, no, it was simultaneous. Raised the price to 485 from 450. And this was like almost 3 months later, and made it active. 7 days later, they got the offer for 491. Dang. So they basically took it off the market. They saw that prices just kept going up, and they just went like, you know what? Price is going up. Price is going up. We're going to raise the price. So they raised the roof on it from 450 to 485, and they got 491 for it when they originally had it listed for 450. We go back in history here, see when it sold. Last time it sold, they bought the house. They've only owned it a few years. They paid 369 for it. 369. Sold it for almost 500,000. They've only owned it a few years. Before that, records don't go back far enough. They've had it as a rental, including the people before them. It seems like, yeah, it's been a rental for most of this time. So they got their money out of it. So those are some lucky folks there. Now, this is one I wanted to show you using these same ones. Let me pull this back a sec. Just wanted to show you what, oops, how did I do it like that? Come on now. More. Okay, so close enough. Okay, so now I'm just gonna have to redo this. It's just not doing what I want. Okay, so now what I want to show you guys is how the houses actually, I mean, like the cash buyers and all this stuff. I'm just gonna have to kind of redo a couple of things here real quick. Didn't do what I wanted to do. So just gonna go back to souls for this month so far. And I'm just gonna do all of the housing types, but I'm just gonna limit it to, you know what, there's not enough to deal with this. So go ahead and share my screen here with you. I think you're gonna find this interesting. So I'm gonna, so oops, gotta take the actors out. So this month, this is how many sucker says we got sold for Southern Nevada. Now, if we go down to the sold conditions, the terms, go to cash, 658 of these suckers were sold for cash. Almost a third. Matter of fact, let's break it down right. Just get down to just our cities that we're interested in. Y'all not interested in Ely, Nevada. I know folks in Ely, Nevada are interested in Ely, Nevada, but nobody else is. I'm sorry, outside of Ely. So in Las Vegas, North Las Vegas and Henderson, 478 of the homes sold for cash, single family, which makes it, see here, I'm just going to break it down. 478. Now we're going to look at conventional loans. Conventional was 794. FHA was 184. And finally, my favorites, my fellow veterans, the VA loan was 126. I was doing this to kind of show you the showing my work day. So for cash, sorry, 29.56% of the loans for cash. For conventional was 49.1%. FHA go there, I got it right here in front of my face. Was 11.4%. And finally, for my friends in the VA, was point was only 8%. 8%. Now, we're kind of running out of time here. I don't want to have all you guys just sitting here all day long on a long live stream. I compared these figures against last year. It's about twice as many cash buyers. I know I want to show my work. You're looking at twice as many cash buyers compared to last year. Uh, half as many FHA buyers, about the same number of VA buyers, just a little bit of a difference. That if you look, cash buyers are just really taking us over, and not too many people are accepting FHA and VA anymore. So that's what's going on. Hey, Javier, Amy, what's going on, guys? Thanks for joining me on this. So I'm just showing my work today, letting everybody see, because a lot of times people are just putting all these numbers out there and they're not giving raw data. One time, I just want to put out how we come up with this data and what's going on. So, Rochelle, is the market stabilizing? Yes, I'm going to call this market, we're finally getting stable. Normally, this time of year, the market really slows down. And that's what I'm starting to see right now. If you look, the market has not really gone up over the last few weeks. The market from over the last couple of months has not moved up. And that has been a really, really good thing finally. As we go into October, November, December timeframe, it's going to be a really good time. I'm putting in an offer as soon as I get off of this live stream, and it's we're going to be putting in that offer for the list price, if not less. And we're not doing any of that crazy stuff that you've seen in the past. So things are really getting much better now. Does anybody else have any questions? Anything you want me to cover? Okay. Well, I hope you like this format. I don't know if I'm going to do this one again next week. Uh, it's a little bit longer purely because I really wanted to show my work and kind of show you what's going on in the market. Because it started with I've been using other people's product, and then I was like really going through it. It's like, where's this number coming from? Because when I looked at it, it's like, no, I really wanted to work backwards to try to figure out where they came up with their numbers from. And it's like, you just really, really had to work backwards. And it's like, oh, okay. So now it kind of makes sense, but I would have loved to have that up front. And that's kind of like why a lot of people don't trust these numbers. It's like you go over here, it's like, oh, everything's going great. You go over here, oh no, everything's bad. Where are they getting these numbers from? So I wanted to go and give you extremely raw data straight from the MLS. And I hope that was going to help you guys out a little bit more than going, oh, the market's up by this amount or down by this amount, and I see this and that. And that's what I want to do. Next, if people like this format of me going and getting extremely raw data, that I'll try to do that again a few more times, or I'll just get the raw data and present it to you, make it go a little bit faster. But I was hoping this would help out. Are there any questions before I leave this live stream today? Okay. Are there anything anyone would like to see different next time around, like showing more of the houses and what they look like for that price, and like how long they actually sat on the market, and like what's new coming on, like some if we didn't go so far over, I would have shown like the houses that came on like today and what they looked like, so you get a better idea. Okay. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this one. And next week, I'm going to try to add some more and come up with some new ideas for you guys so you have more and to make this more useful for everyone. Okay. Rochelle, you have a question here. Let's see here. Who puts that information in or manages the real estate web you're using? Okay. My website is a Real Geeks website. As far as the information, it's known as IDX, Internet Data Exchange. All websites, I'm going to be very honest, uh, they're getting the same data. The MLS pumps that data out. Uh, I get myself into trouble being so honest. Uh, every real estate agent tells you how wonderful their website is and how accurate it is. Every site out there is accurate because the data comes straight from the MLS. Uh, some of the sites out there aren't as accurate as some other sites, purely because they're not an IDX feed. So as long as it's IDX, if you go to a website and you scroll to the bottom, if it says courtesy of like that local real estate board and it has the words IDX by it, it's ultra accurate and the data is updated every 5 to 15 minutes. So if you're looking on that website, it's updated every 5 to 15 minutes for any realtor's website in the country. Does that answer your question, Rochelle? Okay. And I do want to put out there, it's going to be in the pinned comment for anyone who makes it this far for the replays. Uh, I have a real estate home buyers university. It kind of goes out in the email that I send out to most people. And I'm going to go ahead and put that. It's absolutely free because I actually saw something on another realtor's website where they have a home buyers university, but they actually charge for it. It's like I'm going to say in the neighborhood of $100. And I was like, why are you charging for this? You want to give information. So I'm going to start putting that into my pinned comment or into the comments here. Start giving out more items of value to you guys, uh, and making sure you have as much information as possible. So it's more of a general thing. So it's about buying homes in general. It goes through the entire process, lending, everything like that. So I do notice that the people who are educated up front the most have the easiest time because they have, they don't have to keep asking the same questions over and over again. So I want to make sure that everyone has that information. So now I'm going to start putting that out there, making sure you guys have whatever information you need. If you need anything, my contact information is in the comments below. The best thanks you can give me, especially for offering out free home buyer information like I'm going to be offering out, is if you are not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, leave a like, and share this with your friends. That's the only thing that I do ask from you. And of course, if you are looking to make some kind of real estate decision here in the Las Vegas area, reach out to me. My contact information is below. Thank you guys. And I hope to be able to see you next week. Maybe next week I'll have Adam on for a few seconds at least. And I do have some news on Adam that is kind of interesting. And enjoy the rest of your week, guys. And keep in touch.